audiences for coming in here to listen to me, Sonder with Sonde. So, my name is Larry Sonde and I'm a poet, and I will be performing my poems that are in the exhibition in Unity Festival 2024 in the theme titled Sonder with Sonde, and it just rhymes with my name. Alright, so what does it mean to Sonder? It's basically the awareness that every individual have a complex life that is different from our own. And they are the main characters of their story, and we are background characters in their stories. Alright? So, as we are background characters in their stories, they are background characters in our own private stories as well too. And it's just about the hidden complexities in our shared journeys. It's the mirror that, of course, that each and every one of us, we have different journeys that connect us each together, and we might not easily see it, and these are the hidden things I want to talk about in my poems. So the first poem is titled Like a Butterfly, and I hope you enjoy this. We can't lose ourselves. Our world may be torn apart, with our walls crumbling to dust. Without rains, we hide away in seeking shelter and hoping to immortalize lost souls. The nameless, the faceless, we are an extension of our race, our people, our culture. We are what is left of home. Our coarse soil may bear no fruits, so we seek paradise on any ground we discover. We can only evolve like a butterfly, changing into something more than ourselves, to be born anew. So, like a butterfly, this poem has to do with the transformation of our human experience, and it's kind of talk about the diversity in people, and how we look for something more, how we try to change from our present being to something better than ourselves, while searching for a better tomorrow. So the next poem is titled Eating Colors. Alright, so this has to do with our individual people, right? And we are all from different backgrounds, we have different identities, and our voice, some of our voices are not heard, and we want to be heard. So Eating Colors. As the days chase us into a corner, we find protection from the walls we have built, in graffiti, in murals, and mosaics. These colors are loud. They represent our voices. It's in our eyes, it's in our dress, it's in our air. Lest we sing to mercy and dancing. Our feet tell a story. The flag of peace we raise, but still they do not see. We live amongst you like a branch grafted onto humanity. So Eating Colors is a poem for the voiceless. It's a poem for people who aren't heard and they want to be heard. For people who are one voice and they just want to be. And the next poem is titled Voyager. And in a way, it's kind of like my shared journey. And I believe each and every one of us, we are all voyagers. It could be ourselves, it could be our grandparents, our ancestors, voyaging on to a place to find something they could call a sort of paradise. Somewhere where they can live freely and be happy. So Voyager. The part of me finds solace in solitude as I embrace the freedom to be. Across the blue ocean in the cloud, a vacuum that spreads possibilities. I traveled many miles to find my smile. From the little things, a walk in the park, water, and a level of stability. My efforts are yielding fruits, a privilege I cannot trade. My past struggles are beginning to change. I have my future call me away to where I am needed, to where the winds are not heavy on me. As the moon leaves with the dawn, I was drawn to voyage on, to find a place I now call home. The sky remains the same. The constellations may elude me. The light will guide me. My lone thoughts keeps evolving, morphing, and adapting. As I become anew, I'll depart when I become unwanted. So in Voyager, it's about a journey to self-discovery and belonging. And as a Voyager, we remain when we find peace. We remain when we're able to live freely and happy. But when we become unwanted, when where we are becomes hostile to us, as Voyagers, we move on to where we can find a sort of paradise. And then the last poem is titled, We Found Paradise, all right? So, I saw the face of time as it rolled back to tell the story, reminding us of all we put behind when we were drowning in despair, with hope keeping us alive. While we hung by a thread on a ledge, we are not asking for too much, since we found the tomorrow we sought today, to be happy and free, as broken pieces fitting together, becoming whole, from everywhere and lost places. In unity, we share our strengths. We found paradise on the ground. We move with the pace of life, never to be left behind again, at the fallen shore where once anchored. We don't crave utopia or Elysium, or become discovered artifacts on the museum's glass case display. To live freely is our realized dream. We find paradise on the ground. Thank you.
Thank you for listening to my poetry.